Ooh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Meet in the Middle podcast. We are back. It's episode 10, dude.
Damn.
10 episodes. 10 weeks. You think about that? 10 years.
It's been 10 years. Yeah, I can't believe
Dude, it's crazy.
Blown by.
And we still look the same age. It's just like, I mean, AI has just gotten so good 10 years since we started doing this. And we're not even real anymore. This is just like a memory of us.
I've been
It's
dead
cool.
a while now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I died after the first one, actually.
Each year is just AI has just gotten so good that we can't even tell. No, today is the 10th episode, but it's also Halloween. It is October 31st, and we are going to do a part 2 of music, which we still are going to do, I think, next week. But I wanted to, because we couldn't record on Sunday because you were sick, which fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, my throat still got a little bit of a tickle. Sucks.
Damn, dude. He's got a little tickle in his throat, guys. Don't tickle him too much. He'll tickle your throat. I don't know. But I've been sick for like the last week. No. Dude. But yeah, I don't know. I was sick like last week, all week, and it fucking sucked. Since like last Saturday. It's been fucking hell. But hopefully it's not COVID, and hopefully you start feeling better. I've just been like the same amount of sickness for like fucking a week, and it's like I've just been like blowing my nose. Yeah. And I've just been kind of low energy, and I'm like, this
Same.
Isn't worse than just being like fucking like you can't move sick, but like it's annoying. Like you can't do shit.
It
you
sucks,
gotta blow your
like,
nose every
like,
fucking hour.
Like, I want to ride bikes and shit. Like, it's finally nice out. Like, it's like 57 today or something like that. Like,
oh damn, that's nice.
Where it's like if you're moving, it's good. If you're sitting still in the shade, it's a little cold. But yeah, no, I'm like, it's like perfect for that. But I just feel gross still. Like, I'm outside and I'm like, it's so beautiful, but I'm just like, I can't handle it for very long. I'm like, I need to go inside and fucking sit down or something. Cause I just don't feel good, you know? Sucks.
I know. Yeah, that sucks, dude. It was the first snow since I've been in Chicago. It snowed today. And the winds were crazy. Did I send you the video of just the fucking wind just whipping, dude? That was crazy.
Ended up just being Rue again, but
yeah,
it always does.
It always is. Yeah, she's always jumping up and trying to investigate what I'm doing.
She's like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like,
yeah, no, yeah, but yeah, and well, we talked about last episode. I think the wind, or something.
Yeah,
and
it was
then,
like sideways snow.
Yeah, it was just like blowing like a fucking like animated movie, like an animated like Disney movie from like 1980 or something.
Some guy throwing fake snow off the side of the
like
from a ladder.
Yeah, I was doing that kind of shit, you know, where you're like, oh god. But yeah, now it's like sunny and shit, and this is the second time this has happened today, where it snowed and then it was sunny. But yeah, I don't know. A snowy Halloween. It's 38 degrees. It's fucking freezing. It was like 30 this morning when I walked to my car at 6 a.m.
I hate
and
that.
I was shivering in my timbers, let me tell you.
Yeah, I don't want that.
It fucking sucks, dude. I'm not going to lie. Luckily, this rest of the week's supposed to be like 50s, I think, so that's not bad. But
yeah, it's not bad. It's going to be like
definitely cold.
I think it's supposed to warm up here a little bit. Next week, I think it's gonna be like 60s and 70s. It's gonna be like perfect.
Nice, dude. Today for work, I just I drove to 10 different schools and just gave them like a little like goodie basket of fucking candy, and I was like, hey, thanks for doing business with us. And it was like, and I thought it would take like it on our like schedule. It said I'd be working from 7 to 3 o'clock today. I was done at like 10:30. Like I was done so early, and all these schools were like 2 miles away from each other, and so it took me like 10 minutes to get to each school or whatever. But dude, I got to one school and I go in there and they're like, oh, it's actually at the other building, and I was like, oh, okay. It was kind of weird, and I was like, all right, well, anyways, like have a good day. Like, not that they're like, oh, go bring this like bag to the other building. They were just like, oh, like the person that knows about the photography stuff is at the other building. And I was like, I don't know where that is. And they didn't tell me. So I was like, okay. I leave and I go check the schedule about like which school to go to next. And I see that the school I was just at, which I'm like still in my car, like right outside the school. It just like wasn't there. And I was like, what the fuck? Did I like accidentally bring it to somebody else's? Cause we had like other people doing it too. I was like, did I just like bring it to this other person's like school they were supposed to go to? So I texted like my boss, and I was like, where did this school go? He's like, oh yeah, I actually forgot that they stopped doing business with us. And I was like, well, what the fuck? I just brought this like goodie basket full of fucking like candy and shit. It was like, thanks for doing business, and they just don't fucking do business with us. I was like, cool. So I'm like, maybe I'll win them over again or something.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it's about the gift baskets, you know.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
The Office, remember that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that I didn't even think about that. That's so funny. Yeah, I actually drove into the lake today. But
the machine knows.
It knows, Dwight. I watched a Halloween episode of The Office a few days ago. It was the one, the costume party, season 6, 7, I think.
Is this enough to get like 12 people plastered? It's like it was like what was it like 11 bottles?
That's a Christmas episode, but yeah.
Oh, that's the Christmas. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the third season.
Doesn't
he
buy like 2 bottles
12
short
bottles
or something? Yeah,
it's like 12 bottles of vodka or something.
No, yeah, and it was for like 15 people.
Yeah. I'm like, oh
like,
my God.
I remember because he was like only a couple bottles short of everyone having a whole bottle themselves. Like,
yeah, I remember like being a kid, like in like watching it. You know, not like a kid, but like in high school, like before I really drank or anything. And just being like, I have no idea if that, like, is this supposed to be funny? Like, I didn't know if it was a joke or not. Because I'm like, I don't know if that's a lot. But
yeah,
like,
we don't know how.
Watching it now, I'm like, oh my God, like.
Yeah,
so
dude, I couldn't even
vodka.
I couldn't have more than like 2 of those.
2?
2 shots.
2 full bottles of vodka?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh my God. It's like, holy shit.
No, I'm not good with shots.
Yeah. Neither am I, dude. I mean, remember like. You were at my place for my birthday in 2020, and you took like a shot. No, it was more than that.
No,
I'm remembering wrong.
I did a lot one time at your house.
With the Pink Whitney?
Yeah, that was a little wild.
That was really funny.
It's funny because like I just didn't
get that.
I don't even know.
Sydney,
but yeah,
we weren't even allowed to leave.
Yeah,
like
I don't even know.
That was so.
But yeah, we were like, "Fuck it, there's nothing else to do," and I didn't.
No, yeah, it was my birthday, and I was also releasing my first album that day, so we just got fucking wasted, and you threw up in the sink.
I was sick.
I remember you just being like, "Hold up," and then you just like basically like spit up. It wasn't like you didn't like puke profusely. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't think it was like just the alcohol coming up. So
yeah,
like,
and then you were just like, all right, and then you're like, you want to do another one, and I was like, what? Did you do that? I can't remember.
I can't remember. I've done that before. I don't know if I did it that time or not. But
I feel like you were just like, all right, I'm good, or something like that.
I mean, it depends on the time. I don't think I'm really that way anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like early on was able to like put back. I mean, I remember at a time when my like limit was like 7 shots. It was crazy.
That's fucking insane.
But I can't do more than like I could probably do like 3. and then not do anything and be all right.
Like solid. Yeah, that's probably how I am too. I mean, like I just don't drink anymore. I drank for the first time, and I had like a like seltzer, or it was a Cutwater like mango margarita, like a mini one, at like a party I went like out to the bars and stuff last weekend with Amber after work, with some of like her like sister's friends that moved here, and I had one at a party, and it was warm, and it was just not very good. And I was just like, I feel like you like feel it like a pit in your stomach when you drink. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's what I found. Is like the alcohol is just poisoning yourself, but we like the effects of it.
Exactly. I thought about that the other day too. That's so weird.
It's like it's not good for us at all in any way.
Right.
Like
no, it's not at all.
It's never been good. Like there's never been like, oh, you know, you should really have this. Even the wine and stuff, like where they're like, you should have a wine, red wine once a week. They're like, that's just lying. Like that's
they just disproved that like recently, like
exactly
this year.
Yeah, it's like just not even a.
I mean, like
thing anymore.
I don't care. Like people drink whatever. Like I don't give a shit. Like you do you. But
I mean,
like,
I'll still do it every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll still do it. Like I like doing it when I do it, but it depends on the situation. I think like.
Exactly.
I drank a little bit, and I was just wasn't. It takes a while too, and then you feel like shit. Like when I'm drunk, I can't do anything. Like I have to.
I feel
fucking,
like shit.
I'm just
when
like, all right,
drunk,
that's my night.
I feel like shit as I'm getting drunk, and I feel like shit after I'm drunk. So it just
dude.
Doesn't seem like if I'm with people and I'm like, let's like I don't know.
The idea of it, and it's fun. Yeah, it is fun.
It is, but yeah, if it's just not.
it's fun,
Smoking
but then
is
like
way more fun for me, I think.
Yeah, and then I was just gonna say like
all right.
during the night, like one of her friends had a joint, and I just fucking got high, and I was out in public at the bars with a bunch of people, and like on Halloween weekend, and there was a bunch of people dressed up, and it was fucking weird. It was funny. We walked into this one bar. It was really cool in there. This is like a Saturday night at like fucking like 11 o'clock midnight, because I got off work at like 9:30.
Okay.
And then I had to like take the train. And then I like
Dude,
met
you
with
have
Amber.
way more
Met up with Amber,
motivation than I have. After work
oh my
like
God, I
that,
did not
I'm
want
just
to do
not.
that.
I'm just not about to do any of that.
No, I didn't want to, but she was like already out, and she was like not like by herself. She was with friends, but she had just met these friends for the first time, and I was like, all right, like I was like in my work clothes. I was like, whatever, like I don't really give a fuck. We'll go out for a few hours. Like I didn't really want to, but I had fun.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did, because I'm like I haven't really seen like the scene here for this. I was just curious. It's pretty much like every other city, but
Yeah.
we walk into this one fucking bar, and they're like playing like, you know, decent music, like whatever, like in the regular part of the bar. And then there's like a back part where it's like fucking party, where it's like hard rap. Like we walk in there and there's like Drake playing, and like it's like people are like next to each other. We walk in, I'm like, nope. To Amber, I was like, no, we're not doing this. Like, fuck this. I'm like, I am not doing this. I said, this is not my vibe. And she was laughing because we were both high. And I was like, absolutely not. She's like, 3 minutes. I'm like, no. But we sat there for, we stood there for like a few minutes, and I was just like, do you want to, like, I can't even fucking hear you. Her friends went to the back. I was like, let's just fucking go back to the other part. Because it was just too much. And I don't.
That's exactly.
It's just a bunch of people. It's like so cringe too. Like everyone's fucking dancing, and it's all the white people thinking they're fucking like getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these white fucking frat dudes that are wearing like flannels and backwards hats, and they're just like fucking trying to do like dance moves. And I'm like, dude, you wouldn't catch anybody else in here. You know what I mean? Like you look so white right now. Like this is a stereotype. You're a fucking stereotype. You know what I mean?
That's
like when I see that shit, I'm just like, oh my God, dude, really? Like you're ruining our reputation.
Yeah. Damn, I'm one of you. Fuck. Like, yeah.
No, but it's funny. Like no, I thought that I'm overanalyzing everything when I'm high too. So like on top of that, I'm already just like looking at everybody just being like, oh my God. But it was I still had a good time. It was fun just like meeting new people and being oot and a boot in the city of Shikogu. So it was fun. But anyways, I got my fucking orange flannel on today for Halloween. Got the lamp in the background.
Nice.
And it's time to do like a little part 2 about ghosts, paranormal activity, and spooky things, because it is Halloween. And even though you're seeing this after spooky season, maybe you're still in the spooky mood, because I think I'll still be in the spooky mood. It's always a little time for spooky season. Anyways, let's get right into it. Okay, so in the true spirit of talking spirits and talking Halloween, I guess not even Halloween, just ghosts. Actually, before we get into it, the reason I wanted to make this, like we said, like literally yesterday, we were still thinking about doing music for part 2, and then I just texted Dash. I was like, do you want to do a ghost thing? Like today, I think. Ever since we did the last episode, I've just been thinking about ghosts and paranormal shit, and I listened back to all that stuff, and I'm like the skeptic side of it is where I'm most leaning towards now. Even though I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. It is like hard to. It's just a weird thing to talk about, but there's so much I feel like we didn't really talk about. So I'm like, let's just do a fucking part 2 and just talk about shit. I feel like I don't know. It's one of those things. Like your points were good, because I don't really talk to people that have like really solid points about like why, or like someone could be fucking with them. I think the ghost shows, first and foremost, are fucking fake, 100%.
Oh,
like,
for sure. Yeah.
You can fake that shit so easily, and I feel like it's like. And the same thing about like doing shit for money or monetization or whatever. It's just like, yeah, that's definitely part of it too. But I do feel like there is some merit, and I think other people do too. And that's a good segue to this first thing, which is in a 2021 poll of 1,000 American adults, 41% said they believe in ghosts, and 20% said they had personally experienced them. If they're right, that's more than 50 million spirit encounters in the U.S. alone. So that puts a little bit into perspective of like why I
Can we look
like,
at a similar chart and see how many the education level of how many of those people in, in the United States?
1,000 Americans in like where, dude? Fucking like the like the middle of nowhere in like Louisiana or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I think what's interesting is the 20% that say they have personally experienced it. Okay, how many of that percentage can you actually like debunk? Or it's like, oh, the pipes are just fucking weird in your house, or someone was fucking with you, or like you're an old person,
or you're just paranoid,
or you're just not you're paranoid, you're not remembering right, sleep paralysis, all these things that could be contributed to that. I do think though that there are rational people that have had these experiences, and they don't necessarily claim to them as being like, oh, I saw a ghost, but they're like, this was something weird. If you want to talk about paranormal shit, I have like a quote unquote ghost story, but it's not like I'm telling you I saw a ghost. It's just like, this was unexplained. Tell me what you think it is. But like, I did all the shit that I would think. Like, let's say like in my place, if I heard like the door close in my bathroom, I wouldn't automatically think there's a ghost, but I'd be like, there's someone in my place. Whether or not I would go and investigate. I mean, I probably would investigate it because I'm like, how the fuck would they be in here? And I may not hear the door open or something to my actual place. But like my bathroom door is like right around the corner. So if I went and checked it, there was nothing wrong. There was no gust of wind or anything. Rue was sitting right next to me. I would be like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? So I feel like there are things, like, not that that's ever happened. And like that's a random scenario, but I feel like people have those experiences where they're like, yeah, like I was home alone, all my windows were shut and a door slammed, or like something fell in a way that
I've
like
had
did that.
Something like that happen. When I lived actually here in this room, when this was my bedroom, I had a cabinet or like a dresser drawer and stuff, and it had like opened up, and then there was like this. So there's like a cabinet in it basically, and it would open up, and for some reason like the main part of it fell through, so it's like it was like hollow in the middle, but it was just kind of the frame around it. I don't know. It's not important at all, but you just close it. So I just had it closed, and it was exactly the same what you're saying. All the windows and everything was shut. Nobody was in the house, and I was laying in bed because it was like at the foot of my bed, and I hear it and see it in the middle of the night go.
Oh my god!
Like the worst possible like creaking noise you've ever heard.
Oh my god! The way my heart would
all
be
the
racing,
way open,
I would not be able to fall asleep.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, what the fuck is that? Like I was like, what the fuck? So like, but like again, I still don't think that was a ghost. I was just like, damn, that's weird. My shit just opened. Like I guess my hinges are fucking old or something. Like.
So were you like after that? Were you like scared? Were you like, oh my god, like, because I feel like even then, like, if I hear like, something even remotely,
I was like, that's creepy. It's really dark. I don't know what that was. So yes, it scared me in the sense that I was a kid and like I heard a noise and it's dark out, and I'm like, is that what's? I don't think there was a ghost, but I think that I'm like, what was that?
What was that? Yeah.
I mean, not even what was that, but just like now I'm on edge. You know, now I'm alerted to being. I don't know. Now I'm very like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Say,
I think like everyone's had experiences where they hear something, they're like, I don't know what that was, and I don't know what that even could have been because I'm either home alone or like there's no one upstairs or something like that.
Like exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like I have no possible like I don't know exactly how to explain it because like how do I explain doors opening and stuff? But at the same time, I didn't experience anything else. I've never experienced anything else.
Yeah.
I truly do not believe that was a ghost, but I can't explain it. But just because I can't explain it doesn't mean that it's a ghost or that it's
exactly. Anything
like that.
No,
you know
100% agree. Yeah, I think
because I feel like I could really phrase that story in a weird in a way that it sounds like I very much had an encounter where I could be like,
it was a night with full moon.
Yeah, like my fucking like it was very cool. Like I felt like a cold on my neck or something like that. You know, shit like that.
Right.
And it'd be like, well, maybe I was just fucking cold because I got out of the covers to see what the fuck it was, and like like there's. It's very much my narrative of my story of how I phrase it and put it for other people to then have their beliefs about it and opinions about it too.
Yeah, I think like the only way that your theory, I mean, I agree with you. Like I think like most people, like I'd say like 99% of people have had like a noise in the middle of the night where that wakes them up right before they fall asleep or something even. And like I have this happen like last week or something. Like I heard a noise. I like, or like when my cat looks at something in the corner and there's nothing there, I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cats will just fuck with you, I'm convinced.
Yeah, I feel like they're always just fucking crazy. So I never really trust them, but I don't know. Like, but like I'm always like, okay, like that was nothing. If it continued, I'd be like, all right, there's something going on. But if it's just like one thing, it's creepy, but it's like, okay, like obviously like I've never had anything else. But like some people have it happen so often in different ways. Cabinets are open or whatever, or like doors creak open, or they like start to see things like, or I feel like, okay, there's too many coincidences for this to like be like just brushed off as like, oh, this is just like something I just don't know about. And that's where it's interesting. But like I said, like I don't really have a specific example. I just think like there are experiences like that. Otherwise, like this wouldn't be like talked about as much. You know what I mean? Dude, the people that live upstairs, can you hear that? They're just banging on the fucking floor. I don't know what they're doing all the time. There's either they're creaking or they're banging. They're not banging. One time I heard like they're like one of the first days I moved in. I heard them and I was like, are they fucking upstairs? But either way, I hear them just creaking the floors. But do you have something to talk about? I'm trying to find something else on here.
Well, I had, so just in terms of just broadly, less ghost, more just Halloween. Do you know the, I didn't know this, the origins of Halloween?
Oh, I don't. No.
So Halloween,
I was like, maybe I do, but I don't think. Sorry, continue.
You're good. There's so many different weird fucking names. So basically, it's a Christian event, is what it is.
Oh, god damn it, dude!
Yeah.
Every fucking holiday, really? Every
it's
fucking
Christmas
holiday.
And shit. It's just a different Christmas. Yep.
Easter.
Yep. Easter.
Palm Sunday. Shit. I mean, I celebrate Palm Sunday like by myself. I celebrate like privately, but
yes, exactly.
But it's annoying that it's a Christian holiday, you know.
Let's see. So Halloween is the day before All Saints Day. It's All Hallows Day, the Feast of All Saints, Feast of All Hallows, Solemnity of All Saints, of Hallow Mass. Is a Christian. It's celebrated in honor of the saints of the church, whether they are known or unknown, from the 4th century. Feasts commemorating all Christian martyrs were held in various places on various dates near Easter and I don't even know, Pentecost. In the 9th century, some churches in the British Isles began holding a commemoration of All Saints on the 1st of November. And in the 9th century, this was extended to the whole Catholic Church by Pope Greg. Okay, there's just more into that. But it's so yeah, it's the day before All Saints Eve. I don't really know why it became like spooky.
But why don't we fucking feast? Yeah, I guess we eat candy.
In popular culture,
but it's like Santa Claus. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of developed of like a one dude, just like bringing gifts.
Halloween traditions were influenced by the Celtic harvest festivals, particularly the Gaelic and Samhain, which are believed to have pagan roots. Some go further.
Gaelic?
What?
You said Gaelic or something. I don't know what you said. Caught my attention.
Oh yeah. The Gaels are an ethno-linguistic group native to Ireland, Scotland, and the Isle of Man. They are associated with the Gaelic languages. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
And paganism is a term used in the 4th century by early Christians for people in the Roman Empire who practiced polytheism or ethnic regions other than Judaism. I have no idea why any of that's useful,
yeah, and then also before All Saints Day, like, you know, they would dress up as like Mario, Princess Peach, you know, Luigi. I saw a little kid dressed as Luigi today, but Spider-Man was a big one back then.
Yeah.
it was just like a lot of people just dressing up, spiders, stuff like that.
So they did actually
Steve from Minecraft
dress up as like I don't know what they were dressing up as, but they did dress up. Like I see a early 20th century Irish Halloween masks.
Their outfits were already like dressing up. You know what I mean? They were doing the most in like the 1400s.
Exactly.
Oh, hello, Ruby. I guess it's not Halloween without a cat, but she's not black. She might be. She might be. We don't know what's in there.
Can she say it?
Say it, Ruby. Don't say it. This is not the podcast you should be saying it. Don't say your first words. She's happy I fed her wet food tonight.
All right, your turn.
She's feasting, dude. She's feasting.
Yeah,
I'm getting Chipotle later. She's feasting.
Yum.
Chipotle doing $6 burritos today.
Damn.
I'm getting two. Just kidding. I'm getting one. Amber's gonna pick them up probably in the next 20 minutes. Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell
Anyways,
yeah, dude.
Ruby, get out of here. Okay. Did you have any more about Halloween origin?
That was pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
Christians, goddamn it.
Always, dude. It's annoying. They ruin everything.
It's they own all of them, you know.
They always twist and turn your mind. We always gotta be thinking about them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Anyways, that's a different podcast episode, maybe. Just kidding. Probably never, but
the anti-Christian podcast.
No, we're not anti-Christian. I grew up Christian and religious.
Exactly. Our families would love that.
Yeah, dude. All right, should we go to Is My House Haunted? 10 Signs to Look For?
Yes. Tell me. What are the 10 signs?
Okay, I'm basically just gonna read like the 10, like, I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm just gonna read the 10 things and see what they are. So number 1 is you've experienced a strange, creepy feeling like someone is watching you. Now both of us have talked about that before, and you've said you felt that in your house, right?
No.
Like feeling.
Well,
oh, I thought you said that last time.
Oh, did I?
What if I was just at your house right now? You wouldn't even know because we can't see each other on Discord.
Oh no, yeah, no, I have felt that at my house. Yeah, no. But I feel it more like somebody's outside my house or something like that because
that's freaky, dude.
There are like
did I send you those fucking those like creepy Uncanny Valley videos on TikTok?
I think so.
It's like,
I don't remember it though.
I'll find one tonight and I'll send it to you. They're so fucking scary. They're like it looks like a human face, but it's like slightly off.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like jump scare kind of shit.
Yeah.
But they're like there's like no like word. It's just like a dude like walking in a house and he sees like a guy peering through the window. Oh my god, it's so scary. Anyways, odors inexplicably emerge from a localized area during a specific time of day. What the fuck would that mean? Like it could be anything. Dude, my garbage smells like shit all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weird sounds like whispering voices might indicate that another being is trying to get your attention, or that there's a residual haunting happening in your home. Or like a dude's just squatting in your home. Or you can hear people through the vents, because my neighbors are loud.
Yeah.
You're having a real Joyce Byers moment with the lights in your house from Stranger Things.
I don't know what that means. I've never seen Stranger Things.
So the first season, I haven't seen all of it. I watched the first season when it came out. I know I'll get torched not for seeing it. I do really like it. I've seen like most of it. I know what happens.
I've seen the first episode, and that's it.
Nice. I get torched a lot because, like, I'm a film major and I watch. I like to pride myself on like my taste in movies and shows. And when people are like, "You haven't seen Stranger Things," I'm like, I have. Like, I know it happens. Like, I know it. I like have watched bits and pieces with my roommates. But basically in the first season, there's like, she puts up lights in her house to communicate with her son who is lost in the Upside Down, and he communicates with her. He can control like lights, and so the lights are just like flashing and going crazy. So if your lights are flickering and going crazy, that might be a sign. Or
might need a new bulb.
Maybe check your bulbs. Yeah, check your bulbs. Frigidly cold areas of a room, as well as a sudden drop in temperature. Maybe check for a hole. That would be a good idea.
Usually between 20 and 30 degrees. That's an insane drop in temperature.
Unless you're here. Like today was 30 degrees. I mean, like, by my window.
No, I know, but I mean, like,
oh my god, it's so cold over here. There must be a ghost by this window.
Yeah. Wait, does that mean, is that saying usually drops between 20 and 30 degrees, or is it usually that's the temperature that
No,
it's at?
so like a sudden drop in temperature, like let's say your house is at 70 degrees and you walk over to this area and it happens to be 30 degrees. Also, how would you measure that? But I don't know. You just carry a thermometer around with you? Does that measure it? Can you measure that like just in the air? Thermometer?
I
Is that
don't
what
think
that is?
so. Thermometer,
Thermostat?
I mean, you could see what, thermostat you could do, but a thermometer you could just put on your tongue
Stick
and
it
walk
in
to
something.
different.
Stick it in the ghost and be like, I wonder if this area is cold. TVs or electronic devices turning on and off can be a sign that that entity is pulling its energy from your power source. So I feel like the power source thing, like the small things they can manipulate, I've heard is like lights, TVs, like poltergeist. But even then, that's pretty crazy. Like static, I think.
Yeah,
but
I think that's just people being scared of new technology.
Just boomers. Boomers.
Yeah,
Boomers.
exactly. They're like fucking batteries or laptops or lights. Like it's all basic electricity.
like,
they're not doing anything on iPads to me right now. You know, they're not like.
Why is my phone making noise? Why is this little rectangle making
maybe they're
noise?
all online scammers, is what they are.
Yeah, there's just like one company that's just like making people think that there's ghosts by like manipulating their phones, like their flashlights on their phone or something.
No, that's where the company that all the ghosts work at.
Yeah, just go even farther with it. We want to convince the people that there's ghosts, but we don't want to show ourselves.
Yeah.
I wonder if your house is haunting. You've had a peripheral ghost sighting. That would probably indicate your house is haunted. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, that's so funny. That's like. I've seen a ghost, but I've seen it out of the corner of my eye, like when I couldn't quite it's not.
I was watching a movie about ghosts. It could have just been the screen.
Exactly. It's not. Okay. Is my house haunted? A sign that my house might be haunted. You've seen one. Like,
it's
but
haunted,
again, and the weird thing is that it's not you've seen one straight on. It's you've seen one like passing by, like you almost kind of saw something in the corner of your eye. Okay, my dog is freaking out. I'm gonna go check him, but keep going. I can still hear it.
He saw a ghost. This one I was going to talk about is that a peripheral ghost sighting is a glimpse of a shadowy figure from the corners of your eyesight. So like imagine like just seeing your shadow and thinking that's a ghost too. Like it could just be your fucking shadow. You know, if it's bright in your house.
I think
you have a shadowy figure next to you.
Yeah, I think
all times.
A big thing about it. Fuck, I already forgot. I sat down and forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it.
It would be scared. It would be really scary. To
like
see,
if you see like a light reflect off a car driving by or something like that. Like you saw for a split second something, but your mind couldn't fully process what it was. And it's gone, and it's not going to come back in time for you to fully process it. So then your imagination's just kind of running with it. So if you saw this certain light on a chair or something like that, as a car drove by or something like that, like I'm saying, and you're like, what the fuck was that? Was that a person sitting in my chair? Like if it just kind of bounced off and made this kind of good silhouette or something.
I can't even imagine like seeing something like that, because obviously I haven't. Seeing something like that and then immediately, I guess, I don't think most people immediately think it's a ghost, but like coming to the conclusion that it's a ghost, like a shadowy figure, unless you see a person, like I can't even comprehend, like what would that even look like? And like, how would you, like, I don't know. It just seems, it's just like odd. Like, I'm like, why would that be the first thing you think about? But I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Like the shadows on the walls and that kind of stuff too. It's like, okay, well, I don't know. Anyways, missing objects are found in strange areas of your home and places other than where they were left or are usually kept. I mean, maybe you have a burglar or someone fucking with you.
Or you're just forgetful.
Or you're just, you could just be a fucking boomer and not know.
I know that my ass like leaves things places and then doesn't remember. But
your ass leaves things places? That's weird.
Oh, yeah. It's weird, man. Like I just
it walks around. It has its own mind.
No, it's like, I swear, I keep wiping, but there's something still.
I keep like pulling shit out of me. I don't know what's going on. Keep looking in the toilet. There's just like, oh, there's my fucking lighter. Where'd that go?
I just keep dropping stuff out of my pockets. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. You have strange dreams that you've never experienced before, and at night feel a sensation of touch as though something or someone is reaching out to you. That is weird, though. Dreams are so weird. Like I feel like you you could make significance with dreams, but then you also have to like make significance for all your dreams, and most of the time your dreams don't make fucking sense.
Dreams is the only thing that I can't like pin down exactly.
That would be a good episode of the podcast talking about dreams.
Yeah, because like a bunch of people in our family, I feel like whenever a family member has passed, they have seen and talked to and had conversations with. Yeah, my mom says
your mom did with our grandma.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like I do want to believe in something like that. I
would love to. It's a very comforting thought for sure.
It is. I think ghosts versus like, it is the same thing, but for me it feels separate. Maybe just because of like, maybe it's just the way that I'm thinking about it. But for me, it's not like a religious thing when it comes to like ghosts, and I feel like it's not. Most people don't think about ghosts being as religious, like you're seeing, they're on a way to heaven or like whatever, or it's like an afterlife kind of thing. For me, it feels more like a energy, and so when I think about that, like I do want to believe in that sort of like your loved ones are trying to tell you something. Like that isn't the same thing as ghosts to me. I feel like. But I feel like it is to most people, like the outside person.
They're both
I'm like,
afterlife,
it's a double standard.
So it's still like
it's
just it's whether or not it's personal to you, I think is what it is.
But then, but that's what I'm saying. Like I could be like, oh, like your mom's seeing a dream of grandma. Like I believe that, like I do. Like that's super cool, and I want to believe that was like meant to happen. It wasn't just like a weird coincidence. But then I'm like, oh, well, actually, ghosts don't exist. So it's like, is that the same thing? Or is that something different? And I'm not saying ghosts don't exist.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that she hasn't seen anything or whatever, but I'm also not saying that I'm saying I've never had that. I've never encountered anybody like I've never encountered any of our family members. Or, like I've lost a lot of people close to me, and I've never seen them after.
Maybe that's. I mean, this is just a theory, but maybe it's like the closer you get to the truth of it, you start seeing it, but then also that could be like the more you like.
But then that goes so much into the same. Yeah, that's very similar to like the appeal of like of religion and stuff too. I think it's that faith that you have to have in it. It's that blind belief, and then and you have to. And then their theory is that once you fully give into it, then you'll get something out. You know?
I think, but also I feel like that there is a distinction between religion and that and believing in like ghosts or just people like this, because there are a lot of cases too. Like I read a whole book about like seeing signs and like your team of light, your guardian angel, whatever you want to call it, people that have died that are watching over you, whatever you want to say, are sending you signs constantly that remind you of them. Or like I constantly see the number 37. I can't explain it. Could just be a coincidence. But at the same time, like there's been a lot of really, really weird coincidences where I'm like, okay, like there is something feasible here. Like I do have like loads of like quote unquote evidence, whatever you want to call it, or of times that it's just like, okay, it could be a coincidence, but like, and it might just be that I'm like thinking about it, but also like then there is like the theory is like, okay, I'm thinking about it too much. Maybe just I'm indulging too much, and I'm just like going crazy, and that's whatever. But also it could be like the more you figure it out,
aware of it. You are aware of something that's going on, so you are going to subconsciously seek it out a little bit more.
But maybe if you the closer you get to the truth, or you open yourself up to it, not that you have to like, you have to believe, blindly believe, but like there is some sort of like with ghosts, there is like a, okay, well if I actually maybe do start to believe and want to do it, I kind of get something from it because they actually show me that they're real. And like people that really want to believe or like get close to like understanding like the truth of it, or just understand it in general or open themselves up to it, actually do kind of benefit from it. And it's not like a blind, like, oh, something good happened to me, thanks God. Like, oh no, that doesn't make fucking sense, because something good could have happened to you fucking either way, whether you believe in Jesus or not, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're trying to talk to somebody like personally, like if you're just like, oh, like I could really use a sign today, and you see something, like that could also be like a coincidence. I don't know. It's one of these things where it's like, there is something feasible though. I feel like with religion, there's never been any fucking evidence, and there's never been anything. But with ghosts, people see shit and spirits, and they can talk to them. At least this is like the evidence of it. And that's the closest thing we've ever gotten to the afterlife. So I feel like if you're going to believe in something, that would be something
I think that's the same
in.
thing, though, is a lot of people say, I see and meet and see God, you know? They're like, I don't see him directly and talk to him directly, but through all these signs, I'm getting, he's still guiding me and stuff. So it's very, like, I think it's very, I don't know, like replace Ghost with God and see if it's the same.
Yeah,
you know?
No, it is, I get what you're saying, though. It is very close.
It's just, it's not, they don't, it's not marketed as blindly follow me. It's marketed as go at your own pace. It's for you. This is, and that's what's so appealing about it to me, I think, for a lot of people, is it's like, it's about guiding you and helping you on your journey through life, because fuck it, life is hard. Life is hard as fuck, dude. To just face that shit cold, fucking no rubber, bro, like that shit's hard.
Just raw dog in life, dude.
Exactly, it's so fucking hard. So if you can believe that there's something that you're working towards in the afterlife or something like that, and you can do all this, and I think a lot of it is something that I've thought too is, this is a completely different thing that's it's a kind of a dark look on a lot of life, but it's so, like, if let's say somebody's, at least when it comes to like religion and that sort of thing, some of the there are good aspects where they help communities and help each other and do things like that, but sometimes I feel like it can be for more selfish reasons. So you almost you're doing it to preserve a better place for you in the afterlife. Depends
on the religion, but
in some religions, exactly.
No, I totally get what you mean, and I think like with religion, it's just like, I don't know, it's one of these things where organize anything, it doesn't work, in my opinion. I mean, some things organized are great, but like, when it gets to a certain level, like, there is corruption, it's just going to happen. Like, it's just how it is. And I feel like,
I think you know why?
Like, more independent with
humans is why.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I feel like with ghosts, it's like, there has been like if you're talking about ghosts, like, let's say you believe in it, like, there is feasible something that can come from it, that you can actually communicate with something. And that's like, doesn't go, that the case for any other religion is not that way, where you can like actually get an insight of what's going on, a different plane of existence. And that's why I think it's so interesting, because no one knows, but like, maybe we have an insight here, and we want to believe because we want to know so bad. But I feel like with religious people, they don't believe in ghosts, or but it's interesting though, because the fucking Holy Ghost, dude, the Holy Spirit, that's what the fuck are you talking about? It's the same shit. Anyways, we don't have to talk about this like too much more. Right? We could save it for another episode if we want to talk about religion, and honestly, just like the history of it would be interesting. But I don't know. The older I get and the more I see what's going on in the world, I just don't want to like just blindly believe things just because people have believed them in the past.
Exactly.
And I want to make my own decisions.
Yeah.
And I'll just leave it at that. Like, there's no hate to anyone that
just
believes
want to question
in
it,
God or religion.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah, I think like, that's fine.
Why is it this way? Again, I am the negative side of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, going to ask like how fucked is the world?
Yeah, I feel like, and like I said, like, I grew up religious, my family's religious, and I have no like hate against like Christians, anybody. Like, it's just like, you know, I grew up in a great church, like, I had a great time. I was Lutheran. I think that helped. But I feel like, you know, don't make me do shit. Don't make me think things just because you thought you think them. And I don't know. It's just a little bit weird.
That's
but
what I'm saying. Believe whatever you want to believe. Just, don't put it on us. That's it.
Yeah, just don't fucking punish people for no reason. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about some dark shit.
Your pets are acting strange. You forgot about that too.
Oh yeah. Last one. Pets are acting strange. Which is just like, dude, have you had a fucking pet? They're just
they
weird.
Just are weird, bro. Yeah, like
they're so inconsistent.
I guess I would be a little
so
sussed out if my
bitch.
Actually no, I probably wouldn't even. I was gonna say I probably would be a little suspicious if my dog just started barking at a certain like point or like a certain area in my room or something like that.
Yeah, if my cat like freaked out. Yeah, if Rue like started hissing and like got all weird and like ran away, I'd be like, oh, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
I might be like, there's a ghost in here.
Yeah, like I would think that, but now that I think about it, like, you remember our uncle's dog Rusty?
Yeah.
He just barked at that one tree every time we passed it, and it was only that tree, and that's where he's buried now.
Yeah.
Like, dogs are just weird. Like, you know, like I don't.
Maybe he did see something.
Maybe
there.
that tree was possessed. I don't know.
Maybe dog. I feel like animals could see shit. That'd be a good thing. You should look that up.
Can dogs see shit?
Can animals see ghosts? All right, this is 7 scary things
Can
that actually
animals
happen
see
on Halloween.
God is the first thing.
What would that even mean, dude? How would they even fucking know? How would we be able to read that?
It just says there is no scientific proof that dogs can see ghosts. I said animals. I don't know why it just gave me dogs, but
probably the most common one. Okay, this is a scary thing that happened on Halloween, a real thing. All right, if there was a prize for the most morbid Halloween decoration in Frederica, I think, Delaware, in 2005, it would have gone to the body hanging from a tree. It would have beaten out the fake witches, skeletons, and jack-o'-lanterns dotting the neighborhood. For hours, people passed by admiring it. Of course, it had an edge over the other decorations. This was a real body. Police believe it was that of a woman who had committed suicide the night before. How fucking scary would that be?
Yeah. That's nuts.
You're walking by, you're like, oh my God, that's such a good decoration. That's a real dead person.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Hanging, like commit suicide. Oh my God, dude. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Anyways, moving on. I only read that one, so I don't know if these other ones are good, but this one's called A Vicious Attack. Note to self, not everyone's wearing a costume this Halloween. I don't know what that word is because it's fucking cut in half.
Tutu.
Something.
Clad.
Tutu clad?
Yeah, like wearing a tutu.
I've never seen that word. Oh, okay. Wearing a tutu.
When a tutu-clad Marine spotted a uniform.
Yeah, you read it.
Okay. Yeah, when a
tutu-clad... Since you want to read so much.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You fucking educated, like...
Yeah.
When you went to college and I didn't.
When you were approached by the ROTC in high school.
Yeah, for real. When a tutu-clad Marine spotted a uniform-clad man in a wheelchair, he thought the man's costume was a weak attempt at mocking the military, so he attacked him. As the Marine learned upon his arrest, the man's wardrobe was not a comment on American servicemen and women. He was, in fact, a disabled veteran.
What?
Why
would someone first reaction fucking attack
I'm gonna
him?
beat the
That's
shit
so
out of this.
Weird.
Well, because I bet he thought he was like dressing up as like what's the guy from Forrest Gump?
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan. You know, like he probably looked like Dan. That. Yeah.
That's horrible though.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's
like
hilarious.
Dude,
you're
that literally happened in the office.
You're wearing a fucking tutu too. Like, what do you do? You're beating up a man in a wheelchair wearing a tutu. Just start with that. And he's also wearing a uniform and then ends up also being... Dude, that guy must have gotten charged.
You should start maybe with like a question. Where did you serve? Because that's a pretty easy thing to debunk,
yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. I bet he's just drunk. He's just drunk.
Or be like...
Halloween shit.
But like, dude, it's Halloween. Like, can you not dress up as a fucking army soldier? Is that weird? I wouldn't do it. But I'm sure people do.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure kids do. Like, I don't know. Which is super weird. To think about it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Kids dress up as cops too. Weird.
Yeah.
Super weird. Dude, this is a little off topic. So, this morning, a couple the people that went and delivered candy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped by like we have like a locker and like a fucking extra storage place or whatever. That's where that's like our home base where we drop shit off or whatever.
Yeah.
And our boss was there and he was like, all right, since you guys are doing this, like, I'll go buy you coffee down the street. So we're like, okay. So we walk over there. I'm waiting for the coffee. 2 cops come in and they go and order their coffee. And I lean over to one of the guys and I was like, what if I just went up to the cop and like, grab him on the shoulder and be like, damn, your costume's so good. Grab his gun and be like, this looks so real. Like, you can go over the gun like it's Halloween. And I'm like, it could be. Man, your costume's so fucking real. Yeah. Grab his fucking gun, dude. See what he does.
Oh, God. See what he does. That's a good idea. So, guys, next Halloween.
No, tonight. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I guess you guys are probably watching this on Sunday. But anyways, this one's called There Really Are Monsters. It's every patient's nightmare. Your child comes home from a night of trick-or-treating with spiked candy. One event that helped propel this fear was the murder of Timothy O'Brien. in 1974. Dude, how... This is morbid, but, like, how perfect of a name is Timothy O'Brien for, like, a fucking poster child of, like, getting, like, spiked with candy. Timothy O'Brien was just 8 years old when he was spiked. Oh, my God, he actually is 8. I totally made that up, but it was the next line. In Texas, too. Timothy O'Brien was just 8 years old when he was spiked with candy. His parents have started a revolt in Deer Park, Texas. I'm making that up, but anyways, the 8-year-old from Deer Park, Texas, died Halloween night after ingesting poison candy. Who's doing that? Making this crime more horrific is the fact that the perpetrator was not a neighbor.
Him? The Candy Man.
But the boy's own father.
Yeah.
Who sought to cash in on his own son's life insurance. Holy shit, that's fucking dark.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being that fucking, like, money obsessed or that poor that you need to poison your kid and you're not doing a very good job at it because you got caught. And, like, dude, I don't know. When it comes to, like, life insurance, dude, they investigate that shit so hard. Yeah. You gotta know there's so much foul play in that.
Yeah. Oh, he was sentenced to death.
It's such a big reward. Oh, damn. Yeah, Texas.
Fucking, he was executed by lethal injection in March of 1984.
He should have lethal injection. It should have just been like he got the same fucking candy he gave his son.
That's the thing is like all the parents were terrified that their kids were going to eat poisoned candy and shit. And it's like, no, this was a dad just trying to murder his kid, and it just happened to be Halloween. You know, like that was like a home fucked thing. But nobody tries to go out. Nobody has tried to just blindly poison kids like that.
I think they put. Like, people were like, oh, they put a razor blade on my fucking Reese's.
That's never happened. I remember seeing something about all this where it's like which ones are wives' tales and which ones are not.
It's just paranoid fucking Karens.
And it's just paranoid parents and stuff, which just, old wives' tales.
All right, do you want to read the next one? The note?
The note. The only scary thing about the graveyard kit bought at Kmart was the note an Oregon woman found inside. It was written by a Chinese factory worker who oh no, this is gonna be scary. Who claimed
What?
Well, I mean, like that I don't know.
That's a weird way of addressing them. Why does he have to be Chinese?
Yeah. Who claimed
probably it has some significance, I'm sure.
In a forced labor camp making toys 15 hours a day with no pay or days off. He went on to plead for the letter to be forwarded to the World Human Rights Organization. The woman did just that. The Chinese worker was freed when the camp was exposed months later. So happy ending.
The graveyard kit. Oh, so she bought like decorations and she found it. That's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah. That's a movie right there. That's awesome. That's really fucking cool. Not about the torture and enslavement, but the fact that he like was smart enough to put a note in like one of the things he bought, just hoping that someone would do it.
Hoping it doesn't get checked
worked
too, you know, because like.
Oh my God! I bet he was just shitting his pants. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And then like,
have you seen Andor?
What the odds of it? Yeah, that's a good one.
I just finished watching it, and that kind of reminds me of like their prison escape, just like kind of doing shit like that. Like
on program.
Yeah, program. Damn, that show was fucking incredible.
So
anyways, all right. Did you say neither or neither?
Depends.
Neither rain nor sleet nor it's tragic. Oh my God, it's tragic enough to have collapsed and died alone on your own porch steps. To make things worse, the next morning the Denver Mail deliver, assuming the body was excellent Halloween decoration.
Oh no!
Sidestepped the deceased body as way delivering this. Oh, dude,
that's terrifying. For those of you that might not have understood it, the delivery guy sidestepped somebody who died on their front porch, thinking it was a Halloween decoration too. Damn.
Oh my God, that's horrible. You'd be like, damn, they even got the smell down. Oh, that's horrible. Anyways, that's morbid. All right, next one.
The trick or treat murder. The year was 1957, Halloween night. A couple was getting ready for bed when the doorbell rang. It was late, but the husband answered the door, ready to dole out more candy. Instead, an adult wearing a mask shot him in the chest, killing him. It was a trick-or-treater.
Everyone was like, damn, that was a good fucking show.
Was it a trick-or-treater dissatisfied with the candy selection? Not quite. The murder, it turns out, was the girlfriend of a woman who had an affair with the murdered man's wife.
So many layers. What the fuck
hold on. Let me just figure out what.
The girlfriend of a woman.
The murderer was the so there's a lesbian couple where
the girlfriend of a woman who had an affair with the murder.
All right, so there's this other woman who had an affair with the murdered man's wife. Okay, so this guy's wife was banging this woman, and this woman murdered him for no reason. What? Okay, why the fuck did she kill him?
A lesbian couple.
A lesbian couple was together. So there's a lesbian couple, a straight couple, and then the straight couple's the wife banged one of the lesbians, and then the lesbian's significant other found out, went to that home, shot the man. Why is the guy in trouble? Why did the guy get murdered?
I mean, if you find out your wife or husband is cheating, I mean, you're probably gonna be pretty mad at the person. But honestly, most of the time,
no, that's what I'm saying though. She didn't kill the right person though.
Yeah, and then she's like, the woman convinced her girlfriend to do away with.
It was the murdered man's wife. The man's wife fucked someone. The man didn't do shit. The man just got murdered. He got shot. That was it.
Why did they write this so confusing?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh wait, okay. Husband No, the guy died. Yeah, the guy died.
Yeah, the guy got shot, but he didn't do anything. He didn't fuck anyone.
He didn't.
He didn't fuck anyone. The wife. Okay, here, look, stop. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. Okay, just listen to me. All right. I'm gonna explain this for everyone. All right. So there's a man and a wife, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Happily married.
Yes,
not really,
happily married. Man doesn't do shit. Cool. Mm-hmm. Wife, on the other hand, leaves, fucks a lesbian, right? And then
she's a lesbian probably too. Yeah.
Yes, she's lesbian. So she's bi, I guess.
Or something.
She's bi. Yeah. Goes gets some cooch. You know, the person that she cheated on her husband with has a girlfriend. And so her girlfriend finds out, oh, you just had an affair in our relationship and in that one. I'm going to go to that house, and then just murders the husband.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
He didn't do anything.
He probably didn't know what was going on.
Exactly. He's probably like, fuck, what? Like, I'm getting cheated on really and confusing. I got shot and died? Like, what the fuck?
That he died. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, that sucks. They did phrase that the worst possible way. Like,
I'm still kind of confused, but it's fine. When I edit it, I'll figure it out. All right, last one. A devastating prank. Halloween is known for both tricks and treats, but some pranks just go too far. In 1998, a Bronx man was in the car with his girlfriend to pick up her 9-year-old son from a Halloween party when a group of teens started edging the car. Edging. They're edging on the car. Oh, fuck, don't stop. Oh, my God, I'm so close.
No, the car.
Yeah, start that fucking car, don't you?
Oh, my God. Keep almost turning the key enough to, like, they're rolling it over, but it's not going. It's edging the car.
Oh, fuck.
And it finally starts, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just fucking explode all over the car. When a group of teens started egging the car, the man got out and an argument started. After he sat back down in the car, though, one of the teenagers shot him fatally in the head. God damn. The lack of remorse when you have a kid, too.
Yeah.
That was in Canada? Oh, no. Sorry.
The Bronx.
That was the next thing. Yeah, no, Bronx. Dude, today, another story today. I was walking to the first school. Walking up, I got my candy basket in hand. I'm fucking walking to the school's front entrance. All the kids are coming in with their costumes. Super cute. I hear honking, and then I hear this guy go out, and he's like, move your fucking car! What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, get out. He's out of his car. This woman is blocking this, like, alleyway. Which that's annoying. But, like, dude, like, chill. Yeah. It's like 8 a.m. And, she's out of her car, and she's, like, yelling at him, and he's yelling at her. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck, blah, blah, blah. Like, just screaming, like, echoing through this fucking area. And and he's just like, fuck you, flipping her off or whatever. I'm like, God damn. And someone walks up, they're like, what's wrong with you? There's kids around. Because all these kids are going to school, and, like, their parents are with them. He's just screaming the F word. I'm like, you have, like, no, like, common sense. Like, chill. Like, you can back up and go through the alley the other way. Like, it's annoying, but, like, damn, you're going to get out of your car and, like, scream, like, what happened to you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you're the asshole in this situation now. Like,
snapped.
You wouldn't have been, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's 8 a.m. Like, what happened to you this morning that made you this way? But I thought that was fucking crazy. I was just walking in. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, that's
this is
insane.
weird. That was the last one of scary things that happened on Halloween. But I don't know. Is that everything? We're at an hour, so.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got.
That's it. My camera's been blinking red for the last like 10 minutes, so it'll probably just die in any second. But I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, if people like us talking about this shit, we can keep talking about it. But I just thought it was fun and it was Halloween. I just wanted to do it again. But
yeah, no, it was fun.
It is interesting. There's definitely topics like off of this too we could talk about. Just like,
oh yeah,
I don't know. We could like really deep dive into this if we wanted to. Look at like quote unquote evidence. Which I think would be funny, but
we'll have to gather something for next Halloween.
Yeah, next year. Yeah, we gotta wait like fucking 10 more years for this to happen.
That'll be that'll be a while.
Mm-hmm. Will it be 10 years? Like, I don't know. How long would it be if it's a week? If a week equals a year, I don't know. That's too much math. How many weeks are in a year?
Yeah, this is gonna be a while.
Either way, guys.
320 years, something like that.
Yeah. So we're not uploading on Wednesdays anymore. We just got behind schedule. I don't know if we will. But this one will probably go up Sunday or Friday. I think in the last episode I said it was going to go up Friday and ended up going up Sunday. So either way, doesn't really fucking matter. But
you'll see it when you see it.
Follow our social media and stuff, and you'll see us. Yeah, you'll see us when you see us. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Spooky season Halloween. We'll be back with music part 2 for the next one. So
hell yeah.
Tune into that. But otherwise, peace.
See you.